So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some really crunching numbers. Yes, can a Serge Gnabry come to Arsenal? IG. This is peak IG transfer news. We believe because we're Arsenal fans and we can try to get certain kind of players that can really remarkably change the whole dynamic of what Arsenal is all about. So we're going to talk about that. It is possible. There's certain some stumbling block at Bayern that is not helping Bayern's case. So let's talk about first Arteta on Lokonga's performance versus Nottingham. He says there are things he'll take on board that he did really well and others he had to do extremely much better. It was a complicated performance when they defended. They were very man-oriented. He hasn't experienced a lot of games like that. I think since he's joined, he's done much more than anybody expected. He's played many more games at a really high level than anybody expected, and now he has a great opportunity to keep playing. He does have a great opportunity to keep playing. So Arteta opened up about Smith Rowe. He says Smith Rowe's performances when he's been fit have been extraordinary. The way he's evolving with the importance that he has in the team, I think it's without a doubt really, really positive. He's had an issue he's been carrying and that's been affecting his ability to train, ability to compete, the amount of minutes that we can give him. We're trying to get that resolved as quickly as possible because we need the best version of Emil for us to be successful. Of course, we need the best version of Emil, of course, every single time. But is it going to happen or not? But let's see. So are you missing Emil Smith Rowe? Let me know in the comments. Are you missing Emil Smith Rowe in the 11? And do you think that he will be available for the upcoming game tonight against Liverpool? Also, Udinese, of course, Fabrizio tweeted out that Udinese are set to sign Pablo Mari on loan from Arsenal. Deal almost done. Final details to be agreed, then Pablo will arrive in Italy. Also, Filip Benkovic will join Udinese. Agreement reached, he leaves Leicester on a free transfer. So, 2 centre-backs for Udinese, and yeah, they're really trying to get somewhere, aren't they, Udinese? That's cool. Also, let's talk about Patino. Arteta on Patino's performances. I think it was a magnificent experience for him. A tough one, but as well, it's good to see what happens when you lose at a big club. The reaction, how the dressing room feels, how the manager feels, what the expectations are. It's really awesome. Fantastic to say yes, it's really fantastic. So let's talk about, already mentioned it before that Arsenal are behind Arthur, but Juventus will only let him go if there's a chance that if he would be let off if they sign a replacement. But before getting into that, here is Arthur's stats, the respective radars from last season. So it is compared with the yellow ones is of Mohamed Elneny of Arsenal. So is he the same, is he the Elneny kind of a person, kind of a player? So here we go. Arthur versus Elneny. Pass success rate, both are fantastic. Progressive passing distance, Arthur is much better than Elneny. Passes into the final third, better than Elneny. Accurate long balls per 90, better than Elneny. Dribbled pass per 90, less than Elneny, which is a good thing. Dribbler tackled percentage, none. He doesn't tackle, so don't expect him to do that. Also, we speak about successful pressure percentage, successful pressures per 90, which is really tackles plus interceptions per 90. All three are better than Elneny. Not only that, ground duels one is better than Elneny. Dribbles completed per 90 is better than Elneny. Progressive carrying distance is better than Elneny. But dispossessions per 90, that's a really bad stat for Elneny. XG build up per 90 is more for Arthur. So as NPXG plus XA, Arthur and Elneny both are down, but Arthur is better than Elneny. So as per the stats, because Elneny played last season 1,544 minutes, Arthur played 1,157 minutes, less than Elneny, but that is the case. So that is that. Ladies and gentlemen, you be the judge whether Arthur is better than Elneny and upgrade on Elneny at least for 6 months, or what is the case. Let me know what you guys think about Arthur now. Mikel Arteta on Eddie Nketiah says the situation is that Eddie is our player and Eddie is going to stay here with us. He's our player and he's under contract, so he will stay with us. So Eddie might leave on a free transfer as things stand. Let me know what you guys think about it. Should we cash in on him or should we let him stay? To deal for Bruno Fernandes this month, here is Get French Football News have made it clear. This is the news from Lyon that if you want Bruno Guimaraes, Arsenal, Lyon are providing clubs two options. Number one, 45 million euros direct payment including bonuses, or a loan with 45 million euros obligation to buy. If you want Bruno Guimaraes, come and take him permanently so that we don't have to do anything with him in the future. That is a simple rule for Bruno Guimaraes. If Arsenal are not messing about, they should definitely think of Bruno Guimaraes as a long-term replacement. Man, he's really special. Like, he is. Come on, 38 million pounds. I don't think if we're going to regret that. He's a really special guy. Let's see. Also, Miguel Delaney says Fiorentina are holding out for a 75 million pound straight up for Dusan Vlahovic. Arsenal want to pay what would be a club record fee over 4 years, which they can afford even without the sale of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Miguel also said that Arsenal want to sign the 21-year-old Vlahovic this month as they believe he can give them a pivotal push in the top 4 race and are willing to meet Fiorentina's price tag as the Italian club compromise on the payment structure of the deal. So, not that easy, huh? Not that easy. It ain't easy meme would be perfect right now. Well, also Dusan Vlahovic has an, did you know Dusan Vlahovic has an 18 million euros release clause that becomes active in the summer. I just came to know about it. Weird. Also, Juventus are looking towards Ruben Loftus-Cheek as an Arthur replacement, and Juventus fans did not like that at all. So, I mean, of course, certain fans are saying that if that happens, I'll stop cheering on Juventus. There are comments like that. So that is that, ladies and gentlemen. Juventus fans don't want Ruben Loftus-Cheek in replacement for Arthur, and Arthur is not in the plans of Massimiliano Allegri, and Arsenal will get the Arthur deal done once Juventus get the replacement done. So that is that. Then the talks with Chelsea should go on. But here's something that the talks are not going on and things are becoming difficult for Bayern. Serge Gnabry wants a bumper deal as everyone else is getting in Bayern. Now, Kingsley Coman reportedly he signed a new deal. It was a mega deal. He was asking for a lot of money. And that amount of money is 15 million euros per season. 15 million euros. Almost close to 280 to 300k a week is what Gnabry wants. But Bayern are not doing that, because here we go. Lewandowski, Neuer, Kimmich, Leroy Sané, Thomas Müller, Leon Goretzka and Lucas Hernandez all earn in that bracket, and that's exactly what Serge Gnabry and his agent wants. Bayern has not improved its most recent offer, which is the primary reason talks between the two sides have stalled. Things will become difficult. If Arsenal want Gnabry, they can actually, if they can match 280k a week or 300k a week, almost equal to what Arsenal are paying Aubameyang. If that Arsenal can afford, of course they can afford, if they get rid of Aubameyang, which makes a lot of sense, Serge Gnabry can actually come to Arsenal. Now, or in the summer, or in the future, that's what he seeks. And if he gets that, of course he'll be here. So, I may be wrong with the numbers that per week salary, but hey, that's a really huge chunk that he wants to earn, but I think he deserves it. Let me know, would you take Serge Gnabry for that kind of wages at Arsenal? Let me know in the comments. Should Arsenal go for Serge Gnabry? I'll be waiting for your comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.